Today we are going to building coffee finder app with Next.js and also mapcn to create the maps basically. Then we're going to use OpenStreetMap. This is free, right? So we're going to try to using that to create this application in here. Basically, this is the list of the coffee shop come from the API. Of course, the data is not hard-coded data. And then this basically coffee shop that are available on Manhattan, I believe. Look at this, pretty nice. If I click that, it works, right? Nice, the animation, if I zoom in, zoom out, it just works. All right, so the first step, what we have to do is let's generate fresh Next.js applications. I'm gonna give a name mapcn store locator. Then again, we are going to create the application using the open code. Then the first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to install and set up the ZCN, and also I'm going to install the mapcn, right? Using this npx ZCN at mapcn/map. That's the prompt I'm going to use. Just copy and go back here, paste it. All right, as you can see, the ZCN is initialized successfully. Also the at mapcn/map also initialized successfully. Great. So the next step, what I have to do is I'm going to running this prompt. So basically this will tell the AI to read this documentation before we start, which is the mapcn dev/lmms. So this one in here is basically all the link that available for the documentation of the mapcn. Then also, this is the mapcn library we're using for maps in the Next.js project. Use this component and don't invent props that are not documented here. Right, that's what we're gonna use basically. Right, so let's just copy that, then paste that to the open code. All right, as you can see, this is the response. Good, I have read the mapcn docs. I see this project is literally named mapcn store locator, and the AI already know that it's available the mapcn store locator blocks. That basically you can access that in here, right? This is the store locator that we can use for this project basically. Look really nice. Using the store locator block you just read about, replace the sample data with 6 coffee shop located in New York. Each location need a name, address, hour, and etc. When I click a location, it deletes, the map should fly to it and open it. Pop-ups, keep the existing styling. So I'm going to use that. Let's try and hope this is working. Hit enter. All right, this is done. So let's take a look what we get in here. First, we have the store locator data.ts, basically 6 coffee shop, right? Then also it's update the layout. Then also update the page.tsx. Great. So let's take a look at the result, and here we go. Look really nice. So let's try to click this one. Yes, this is working. Let's try to click also the location here. Yeah, that also works. But the pop-up, I'm not really like it, because as you can see, this is like a transparent background going on in here. I'm not like it. So let's try to fix that. My next prompt is add a white background to the pop-up instead of making it transparent. Also add an active background state when the coffee item is selected in the left side part. Basically, this one right here. So I'm going to add like a background to indicate the coffee is active. Let's go back here, then just run it. All right, this is done. So let's see what we get. First is adding the missing ZCN variable like popover, mute, sidebar, etc. into the global.css. Here we go. As you can see, if I click that, nice. We have this active background on the left sidebar here. Then also the pop-up is half white background right now. That's really nice. Let me try to zoom out. It's look like this. Let me try to zoom in, right? Click this one. If I take a look at the code right now, it's basically use hard-coded data. So let me try to open that. This is basically the page, right? That render, we have the, let me see, the store list, which is the sidebar, then the location map. As you can see, the store is basically grab it from the store data here. Let me try to open that. And this is basically an array that have this ID, name of the coffee shop, and the address, the phone number, the latitude and longitude, and etc. So I want to, all this data is come from the real data from the Google Maps, not just hard-coded like this. So I found this OpenStreetMap, and I hope this is free so we can try to using that. And this is the API stuff, and let me just try to connecting that to my Next.js application. Then hopefully this is free. So anyway, this is my prompt. I'm going to adding that in here. The prompt is create an API route on the API/cafe/route.ts, then fetch all cafes in the New York City from the OpenStreetMap overpass API. So this is the overpass API. So I'm gonna copy this one, then paste that to my open code. But first, I like to please commit this first. Then now let's try to run the prompt. Alright, this is done. As you can see, we have now the API/cafe. So let's try to open that API, this route in here. Right, pretty nice. Then the next step, what I'm gonna do is let's go back in here. I'm going to put the divider here. Then this is the next prompt. Using the store locator block, replace the hard-coded sample data with a fetch to this API/cafes. Here I'm going to run it, then hit enter. Alright, this is done. So let's take a look at the result on the browser. And as you can see, we not see anything right here, the list, right? No store match to your search. Let's go to node. Then as you can see, we get this error basically. So let's try to fix that. Basically, I'm gonna put my prompt in here. My app API cafes row.ts is getting 406 error from the overpass. And I'm gonna put this as a prompt fixing to my project. Let's try to copy that and then paste it. Then hopefully now it works. All right, this is done. So let's take a look at the result. Let me try to see. As you can see, there's a lot of coffee shop in here. I'm not sure how much it is, but this works. As you can see, that's a lot of coffee shop, guys, because we have a lot of result in here, right? I'm going to make the area smaller. So this is my next prompt. Basically, in the road, make two change to keep the result small and clean for a demo. So circle the overpass boundary box to a smaller area, just a few blocks of Manhattan around Union Square. Basically, you can try this code in here. Just copy that and go to the overpass turbo. You can just put the output JSON, the out body here, then just run it. Then finally, you will see the result in here, like all the coffee area that you put right here on these latitude and longitude, right? Let's go back. Then as you can see, this is the result basically. Great. So now let's go back to the VS Code. Then as you can see, this is done. Let me try to go back to the project, then try to refresh. All right, as you can see, this is the result. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coffee shop in here. If I click that, of course, this is still working. If I click the area, of course, this is also still working. So I think that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video helpful and see you on another video.